Granny Robber's Blade and Raj's Bouncy Bottom Burp 2020 is here, and we're going to take an in-depth look at everything we know coming to Alton Towers this year. You're watching ScrewyLoops, and this is everything new for Alton Towers in 2020. Kicking this straight off is the park's brand new area, the World of David Walliams. Many of you are probably thinking, yeah, I know. But don't you worry, I'll be going into much greater detail about this than any other article or video you've watched so far.
3, 2, 1, you're back in the room.
So, the Wizarding World of David Walliams is predominantly a family-friendly area based off of, well, David Walliams.
And if you do not know who David Walliams actually is, then... Yes!
Then please let me educate you. David Walliams is best known for being a popular comedian, children's book writer, and the best judge on Britain's Got Talent. Sorry, Simon. But the World of David Walliams is solely focused on his children's stories, such as the land's headline attraction, Gangster Granny the Ride. This dark ride takes you deep into the sewers of London as you follow both Gangster Granny and her grandson Ben as they take on the greatest heist in all of history. This attraction is set to deliver a 4D style experience consisting of fully rotating vehicles, 3D projection mapping and animation. As mentioned in this article, Gangster Granny the Ride will see passengers whiz, twist and spin 360 degrees through a series of scenes where they will see, feel, hear and even smell a unique retelling of the author and comedian's most famous novel. The idea of whizzing, twisting and spinning gives me the impression that this won't exactly be the most gentle ride. It actually reminds me of a lot of the screen-based dark rides I've done over in Florida and UAE, which is something I've always wanted in the UK, as there is an open market for an attraction like this. Looking deeper into the article, it suggests we will see, feel, hear and smell. Well, the seeing and hearing parts kind of speak for themselves in that this will be very much a visual audio dark ride experience. The feeling part could leave multiple possibilities such as physical effects, for example vibrations and them horrible leg ticklers. And finally, what would Gangster Granny smell like? Smell pods of piss, vinegar and cabbage? Cannot wait. Taking a look at the plans, you can see this doesn't have the biggest footprint, but from past experience with these kind of attractions, size isn't actually too much of an issue. Seeing as this may well include screens, these can often give the illusion of a much greater scale whilst riding. For example, you could be held at a screen section for around 20 seconds, but that screen is acting as a simulated form of traversal within the story. And when this is done well, it can be really convincing. Not only that, the scenes could be happening all around you in a single room too. Whilst I don't think we'll be getting something quite on the same scale as Universal's Spider-Man for example, I do believe Gangster Granny has a lot of promise and will be a much needed addition to Alton Towers' lineup. Along with Gangster Granny the Ride, this new area will feature a few other attractions including a royal carousel and a rebranded frog hopper called Raj's Bouncy Bottom Burp.
Hello and welcome to ScrewyLoops, and this is before you ride Raj's Bouncy Bottom. Oh god.
Not only is Raj's Bouncy Bottom accessible, but also his shop, which will undoubtedly feature plenty of exclusive World of Walliams merchandise and Gangster Granny galore. The World of David Walliams is set to open in spring 2020, located right at the back of the park where Cloud Cuckoo Land used to reside. This area will be great to attract more guests to this end of the park, and with the brand new re-theme attractions as well as character meets, I'm confident this will be a hit with families and fanatics alike. Alongside this brand new area, there will also be Gangster Granny themed hotel rooms, capturing the charm of the story as you sleep, shower and wake up for a brand new day at Alton Towers. There are currently no prices for these rooms yet, however I'd imagine they won't be too far off from the other themed hotel rooms at the park. Alton Towers is celebrating their 40th year anniversary in 2020. My god, has it been that long already. To celebrate their 40 years, they have designed a slightly tweaked logo which you can see here, and nothing much else really. I do believe they will be announcing more throughout the year to celebrate this. However, other than the inevitable anniversary exclusive merchandise, there really is nothing left to say. So towards the end of last season we saw the removal of Blade, but what is actually happening with this? Upon checking the website for the 2020 rides and attractions, Blade is certainly listed on there, which does lead me to believe it will be coming back. It may have just required some essential maintenance in order for the park to run it again. Who knows? And finally, let's take a look at what deals we know are coming to the park in 2020. Alongside the opening of Gangster Granny the Ride, Alton Towers are offering 3 tickets to grandparents when visiting with a child. Like all deals, there is a catch, and that one is grannies need to be over 60 years old. So if you're in your 50s, I'm afraid you're not a real granny, sorry Vera. They can only be redeemed with a full-price child ticket and can't be used during Scarefest, fireworks and any Christmas or secondary ticket events. Season passes are also making a return this year, in which you just pay for a day and can return as much as you like all season. Again, restrictions apply to this also. So with the 2020 season coming closer and closer, what are you most excited for? Me personally, I'm looking forward to that all-day session ride in Raj's Bouncy Bottom.
I don't like her.
If you enjoyed this video, then please hit that like button, smash subscribe for more content like this, and give the bell a flick to keep all up to date. Top left is the latest video, bottom left is a random one, and don't forget to hit that button on the right for the ride of your lives. You've been watching ScrewyLoops. Ta-ra a bit.